Dear friends, I'm Dr. Johnson Terry. It's a pleasure to see you again on my channel, where I share simple yet effective strategies to help you stay healthy after the age of 60. Today I want you to take just a few minutes to seriously listen to this. Do you believe that what you do in the first 5 minutes after waking up could directly impact your longevity and overall health for the rest of your life? I'm not talking about anything dramatic. I'm talking about small actions, like what you drink first, how you move, or what you eat after getting up, that could determine whether you'll stay healthy until 85 or even 105. Science has already proven it. Some older adults who adopt this simple morning habit can lower their risk of stroke, preserve sharp memory, and maintain physical strength like a much younger person for decades. But here's the unfortunate truth. Most people over 65 still don't know about this, or they know but choose to ignore it. But you won't, because today I'm going to walk you through the complete 5-minute morning routine with 5 specific steps that top medical experts have called the golden formula for enhancing longevity, strength, and mental clarity in later life. But before we dive into the details, let me begin with a handshake and a quick question to get to know you a little better. What's your name, and where are you watching this video from? Which city or country? Leave me a comment down below so I can learn more about my viewers. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next powerful tip for living longer, healthier, and more independently. First, to help you clearly see the real impact of this habit, let me tell you the story of Harold, an older man who once believed his health was beyond repair until he tried doing one very simple thing every morning. Harold is a 68-year-old man, retired after many years working as an engineer in the state of Ohio. 2 years ago, Harold began to feel a clear decline in his health. He was constantly tired, his joints ached every morning, and his cardiovascular checkup results were serious enough for his doctor to issue a strong warning. Harold told me he once thought, "Maybe I won't live long enough to see my grandkids grow up." But then everything changed when a neighbor, a retired physician, shared with him a simple 5-minute morning routine. At first, Harold was skeptical, just like many others. But he gave it a try because, in his words, "I had nothing to lose." And within just a few weeks, he started to feel the difference. 6 months later, his doctor was stunned by the improvements in his health metrics. Blood pressure, cholesterol, and even his EKG all showed remarkable progress. Now at age 70, Harold's body resembles that of a healthy 55-year-old. "I feel like I've been given a second chance at life," Harold told me. And it all started with just 5 simple elements that he gradually added to his morning routine to gently wake up his body each and every day. Element 1. The Morning Hydration Protocol. The moment you open your eyes in the morning, your body is already in a state of serious dehydration. Even if you don't feel thirsty, throughout the entire night, your body has quietly lost nearly half a liter of water through breathing and perspiration without receiving any replenishment. This dehydration doesn't just make you feel tired. It causes your blood to thicken, increasing pressure on your heart and blood vessels. That's one of the key reasons why strokes and heart attacks are most likely to happen within the first 1 to 2 hours after waking, especially in adults over 65. According to experts from Harvard University and the Cleveland Clinic, starting your day with proper hydration can significantly reduce cardiovascular risk, while also improving circulation, brain function, and metabolic performance. So what exactly should you do? It's very simple. As soon as you wake up, before even getting out of bed, drink about 480 milliliters of room temperature water, or 16 ounces, with a quarter of a fresh lemon squeezed in. Why room temperature? Because cold water causes your blood vessels to constrict, which slows down circulation. And that's the last thing you want at a time when your heart and brain need oxygen the most. Room temperature water, on the other hand, helps dilate blood vessels and instantly supports better blood flow. And what about the lemon? Lemon provides natural electrolytes, potassium, and vitamin C, all of which help soften arteries, regulate blood pressure, and offer light anti-inflammatory benefits. This is one of the simplest ways to wake up your cardiovascular system. No medication needed. But here's the most important part: timing. You need to drink this within the first minute after opening your eyes. Before coffee, before tea, before eating anything at all. Just this one small action each morning, if done consistently, can make a major difference for your circulation and long-term longevity. However, water is only one part of the picture. To truly get your circulation flowing, it's not enough to just fuel the system. You also need to activate the flow the moment you get out of bed. And the second element, which I'll share with you right after this, is a simple movement sequence that takes exactly 60 seconds. But, according to top cardiologists, it can greatly reduce your stroke risk and dramatically improve blood flow to the brain throughout the day. And by the way, if you're still watching this video up to this point, I'm truly glad. It means you're seriously reflecting on your own health. Let me know you're still with me by typing the number 1 in the comments below. I'd love to see who's staying engaged and committed on this journey. Element 2. Circulation reset in the first 60 seconds. The second element in this 5-minute morning routine is activating your blood circulation. And the key is to do it within the first 60 seconds after getting out of bed. After lying still all night, blood tends to pool in the lower part of your body, especially in your legs. This temporary drop in circulation can lead to reduced oxygen flow to the brain, which often causes lightheadedness, imbalance, and, in more serious cases, blood clots, especially among seniors. Research from Johns Hopkins University shows that if blood isn't properly redistributed immediately after waking, you're more likely to start your day in a state of circulatory sluggishness, with constricted blood vessels and limited blood flow to the brain. Dr. Eleanor Thomas, a geriatric circulation expert, says that just one simple 60-second movement sequence can increase blood flow to the brain by more than 40%. That not only lowers the risk of stroke, but also helps you feel alert, refreshed, and ready to start your day. This exercise is easy to do, requires no equipment, and can be done right beside your bed the moment you stand up. Simply stand tall with your feet shoulder-width apart. Raise both arms straight above your head while inhaling deeply through your nose. Then slowly lower them while exhaling gently through your mouth. Next, roll your shoulders backward 5 times, then forward 5 times. Finally, perform 10 heel raises, lifting your heels off the ground and then lowering them slowly to help push blood from your legs back toward your heart like a natural pump. This entire routine takes just about a minute, but the impact can last all morning. You'll notice your mind feels clearer, your body warmer, and that sluggish feeling you usually have after waking up. It fades away. This is a small habit, but if done daily, it can strengthen both your cardiovascular and brain health over time. No medication required. Once your body is properly hydrated and your circulation has been activated, it enters a state where it's ready to absorb nutrition. But here's what most people don't realize. If you skip protein in the first 30 minutes after waking, your body will begin breaking down its own muscle tissue to produce energy. This is a silent process, yet very common among those over 65. And if not addressed in time, it can lead to progressive muscle loss, even if you're eating well throughout the rest of the day. That's why the next element I'm about to share, The protein timing method is the key to preserving muscle strength, flexibility, and long-term independence as you age. Element 3. Protein timing method. The third element in this 5-minute morning routine is consuming protein at the right time. And that time is not lunch or dinner. It's within the first 30 minutes after waking up. Many people think that as long as they get enough protein throughout the day, it's fine. But for adults over 65, when you take in protein matters just as much as how much you take. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, between 3 a.m. and 8 a.m., the aging body enters a phase where muscle breakdown accelerates more than usual. If you don't supply protein during this window, the body will start breaking down its own muscle tissue to use as fuel, leading to loss of strength, a weakened immune system, and a higher risk of falls. Dr. Rebecca Fleming, a geriatric nutrition specialist, explains that seniors who consume 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within 30 minutes of waking up experience up to 64% less muscle loss over a 5-year period compared to those who skip or delay breakfast. In other words, just getting your protein right at the start of your day can protect the majority of your muscle mass for the rest of it. Getting the right kind of protein can be very simple. A whey protein shake, or 4 to 5 egg whites with 1 whole egg, or a cup of Greek yogurt mixed with a scoop of protein powder. For vegetarians, options like soft tofu, cottage cheese, or a high-quality plant-based protein made from pea and rice are excellent alternatives. What matters most isn't what you eat, it's when you eat it. And the answer is, as soon as possible after waking up. If you've ever felt like you're eating well but still gradually getting weaker, this could be the missing piece, the golden window of the morning that you've been unknowingly skipping. By simply consuming protein at the right time, you'll not only feel stronger, but also experience better energy, improved mobility, reduced back pain, and support for both cognitive and cardiovascular function. Now that your body has been fueled to protect and preserve muscle mass, the next step is making sure those muscles and joints can actually move freely and smoothly right from the start of your day. This is something many people overlook, and it's one of the reasons stiffness, dependency, and frequent falls are so common after the age of 65. Let's move on to the fourth element. Are you still watching? If you've made it this far, I'm truly happy to have you with me. Your commitment means a lot. Drop the number 3 in the comments below so I know I'm not speaking alone. And if this video has been helpful to you, please like it and share it with someone you care about. Element 4. 90-second mobility sequence. After an entire night of staying still, it's not just your blood flow that slows down. Your joints and muscles also become stiff and less flexible. This can be especially dangerous for older adults because even a simple careless motion, like bending down, twisting your torso, or stepping out of bed the wrong way, can lead to slips, muscle strains, or joint injuries. Sadly, many people face chronic joint pain, reduced mobility, or even loss of independence simply because they skip a few minutes of light movement each morning. According to orthopedic specialists at the Mayo Clinic, the fluid surrounding your joints, called synovial fluid, tends to thicken during sleep. If you don't actively warm up and loosen this fluid through gentle motion, your first movements of the day happen under conditions of high friction, which leads to small repeated wear and tear injuries that eventually become chronic arthritis or joint degeneration. The solution is simple. After you've completed your circulation reset, take an extra 90 seconds to perform a gentle sequence that lubricates your joints and warms up the major muscle groups. Start by sitting on the edge of your bed and rotating your ankles 10 times clockwise, then 10 times counterclockwise. Next, make small circular motions with your knees, about 10 rotations per side. Then stand up, holding onto a chair or the bed if needed, and gently lean your upper body side to side 5 times on each side. Rotate your torso slowly to the left and right, and finish with 10 slow backward shoulder rolls. This entire routine takes less than 90 seconds, but it will help your joints move more smoothly, reduce stiffness, support your balance, and significantly lower your risk of falling, especially if you have a history of back, knee, or spinal issues. Now that your body is hydrated, your circulation is flowing, your muscles are nourished, and your joints are loosened, there's still one last thing you need to do, and it's arguably the most important of all. Wake up your brain. Because if your mind is foggy or unfocused, then no matter how healthy your body is, you won't be able to fully enjoy the day ahead. Let's take a look at the final element in this 5-minute morning routine, the one that protects your memory, sharpens your focus, and keeps your thinking clear well into your later years. Element 5. Mental Clarity Exercise. The final element in this morning routine has nothing to do with muscles or joints, but everything to do with the most important organ that determines your quality of life, your brain. Many people believe that memory loss and cognitive decline are inevitable after the age of 65. But modern science is proving otherwise. You absolutely can maintain clarity, quick reflexes, and sharp thinking if you activate your brain the right way at the very start of your day. According to researchers at the Brain Longevity Center at Stanford University, the morning is considered a golden window for forming new neural connections. Especially during the first 30 minutes after waking, the brain is highly sensitive to cognitive stimulation and can boost production of a critical protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which acts like fertilizer for brain cells. And no, you don't need to solve math problems or study a new language every morning to make this happen. A simple but extremely effective exercise is to mentally recall your previous day in reverse. After completing the earlier steps, sit quietly, close your eyes for about 1 minute, and begin visualizing your day yesterday, from dinner to lunch to breakfast. Then, who you spoke with, what you did, where you went. Try to remember everything in reverse order, from the most recent to the earliest. As it gets easier, you can challenge yourself further by going back 2 days instead of 1, or adding more specific details. What you wore, what the weather was like, how you were feeling. Exercises like these have been clinically shown to help maintain cognitive function equivalent to people 10 to 20 years younger. Just 1 minute each morning, and you're not only strengthening short-term memory, but actively preventing the onset of dementia, something many older adults quietly fear, yet don't know how to proactively address. Dear friends, through today's video, we've seen that just 5 minutes each morning, divided into 5 simple elements: proper hydration, jump-starting circulation, timely protein intake, joint mobility, and brain activation, can lay a strong foundation for living healthier, sharper, and more independent after the age of 65. I know it may sound too simple, but it's often these seemingly small things that get overlooked. And that's exactly why so many older adults become increasingly dependent, while a select few continue to live freely, strongly, and with inspiration well into their 90s. If you ask me what truly determines longevity, I won't talk about medications or hospitals. I'll talk about the habits you repeat every single day. And the morning is where it all begins. So tomorrow, when you open your eyes, try following these 5 steps. You don't need to change your whole life. Just start with how you begin each day. If you found today's information helpful, please hit the like button. Leave a comment sharing which element you'll start with tomorrow morning. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so I can keep supporting you on this journey toward a longer, healthier, and more meaningful life. And if you have loved ones or friends over 65, don't hesitate to share this video with them, because you might not just be giving advice, but offering them an opportunity to live differently.